Hey guys, Sam from Central New York here. I'm super excited because I'm going live with Nicole Mathis today. Just a little bit on the Thrive experience. It's 3 simple steps, first 30 minutes of your day and then you're done. It's 100% all natural, premium ingredients, and it works by filling all those nutritional gaps that you have, that you can't fill all of those just from the food that you eat. So with Thrive, it fills all those nutritional gaps and then it has you feeling amazing. So I'm gonna bring Nicole on and I'm super excited. So let me see if she's on yet. Hey Brittany, hey Candy, hey Adam, hey Lisa, hey Leslie. I'm just waiting on Nicole. I was so excited, I think I went live a little bit earlier than 1. I'm not even sure. I know that it's close to the time. Well, hey, it's good to be prepared. I was so excited. Well, I'll take this time to invite some people. Hey Sam. Hey Ashlyn. Sorry if you guys hear me adding people. I'm not sure why you always can hear me. Hey Nicole. Hey Corinne. Sorry. I was so
Hi.
excited I went early.
Well, I checked my notifications and I'm like, what the heck? She's already on there.
I'm sorry. I was so excited. I just couldn't
That's all
contain
right, girl.
myself. All right, Nicole, how about we start by you telling us a little bit about yourself and why you chose to join le-vel?
Absolutely. Hey, guys. please say hello to us as you hop on and let us know where you're tuning in from. So my name is Nicole Mathis. I am a leader and brand promoter with le-vel. I've been with le-vel now for 44 months. I can't believe it. It's almost been 4 years. I am a full-time work from home mompreneur to a little boy who's going to be 2 in June. He's my why, he's my world. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a former teacher. So that is why I have the gift to gab. So I definitely will try to keep my answer short or else we will be on this live for a long time because I can talk and talk and talk. But why I decided to join le-vel? Well, it's funny because I have been in direct sales for a while. I joined my first company. I've shared this on lives before. I joined my first company when I was 19 years old. So I've been doing direct sales for a long time. I've always had a passion for it. It's always been something that I've done kind of on the side until I came here. And when I found le-vel, I was really looking for a change in my health, number one. Because the company that I was with at that point, I had been with for a couple of years. And while we had really great products, I just didn't feel great. So I was looking for a change from a wellness standpoint, but I was also looking for a change on the business end of things too. I wanted something that everybody could win at, you know, and where I was previously with the team that we were with previously, we had people having success, but it wasn't as many as we would have liked. So found le-vel on Facebook through Darren, and got my free account, started my experience as a customer in September of 2014. And once I started the product, I loved it so much that I said to Darren, I'm like, okay, dude, like, I need to know what the business is all about. You know, the DFT was something this was something I had never seen before. And I felt so good that I was like, this business is it. Like, this is it. I have to be a part of this. So Darren got me on the phone with Rodney Foster, and Rodney filled me in on the bonuses and the company and, you know, how we do the business and get people informed. And then Rodney got me on the phone with Mike Page. And, you know, Mike kind of talked to me about how we're so different, you know, from other companies and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so like literally a week into my experience as a customer, I switched over to promoter. And once I did that, Mike got me connected with Paul. And my husband and I got to have a one-on-one conversation with Paul Gravett, and
which is awesome.
Yes. And like literally I had never met with or talked to or experienced a founder of a company that was just so personally invested and connected to their reason for starting the business, for creating the product, as Paul was. And I was like, this is it. This is my forever.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So almost 4 years later, I'm still here.
Yep. And I'm at like 2 years thriving now. So
crazy. It goes so fast, doesn't it?
It really does. It's because you're feeling so good. Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So what's your favorite thing about le-vel?
My favorite thing about le-vel is that I 110% believe in our company's mission. I truly believe that we have a product and an opportunity that can help people live the life that they deserve. I 100% am passionate. I believe in that. I love the product. I love our organization. I love you know, the passion and the pride that Paul and Jason have in our company. But really for me, it's that I can get behind and 110% stand behind that mission. of helping others live the life they deserve. It's, you know, it's a truly gratifying thing to be a part of. So
yeah, and definitely seeing
that's
people
what I
feeling
would say.
so good after it's the best feeling in the world.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I mean, you kind of touched base on this a little bit, but what was your biggest aha moment in the business?
Oh, my biggest aha. I've had a lot of ahas. But I'll say this. This is one that I'll share that really kind of like hit home for me because I needed it right when it happened. When I was pregnant with Gunnar, I went to our event in Dallas, our annual event. And I had told myself I missed the first one that they had the year before. I said, come hell or high water, I don't care. I'm getting to Dallas. And it literally was like the last opportunity that I had to travel because I was delivering. It was at the end of April and I was delivering in June. So yep. My doctor's like, you know, Nicole, you can go, but after this, you can't be flying all over the damn place. And I'm like, okay. So, so I went to Dallas and, you know, I went to Dallas like almost feeling a little bit defeated because I had really they're representing Team Empire as a 200K organization. Like I was hell-bent that we were going to get there. And Dallas came and we weren't at that level yet. And so I went to that event feeling a little bit defeated and deflated. And I'm sitting in one of the trainings and Cindy DeRosset was up on stage. And I don't remember what the question was that Paul or Jason asked her, but it was something along the lines of, what would you tell someone sitting in that audience who wants to be where you are, who wants the success that you've had and hasn't been able to get there yet, and maybe feeling like, why bother? It was that kind of question. And Cindy picked the microphone up, and I'll never forget it, and she said, that's not an option because the only reason I'm here right now is because I started thriving before you did. I've been thriving longer. That's the only reason. She said, I don't have a different product. I don't have a different comp plan. I don't have a different informational funnel. She said, I just started the experience sooner. And I was like, why are you so stressed out? Like, hello, it takes time, you know? So it really kind of like kicked me back into that mode of, it's okay that you're not where you thought you were going to be. You guys have grown. You know, it reminded me to be grateful for where we were at that point. So that probably was, you know, that was a really big aha for me. And I think that's probably something that a lot of people in this business need to hear sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So, I agree 100%. I needed to hear but all right, what is one habit that you feel helped you be most successful?
I have a huge belief in consistency. I'm sure you're shocked that I said that, right? How much do I talk to you guys about being consistent? But you know, there are days where I don't want to do a damn thing, you know, especially this last week when I haven't been feeling well. But staying consistent is the only thing for me that it keeps me in the game. It keeps me motivated. It keeps my mojo going. And every time I make a new contact or we get a new thriver, the consistency and pushing through the hard times is always worth it. You know, it's when you're struggling, it sucks at that period of time. But if you just keep going, it has a weird way of working itself out. So
yeah.
I think for me, staying consistent, doing something every day, and knowing that what I do today or this week, I may not see results for 90 days of what I'm doing now. So also having a long-term goal that I'm working towards, I think also is another thing. But the consistency is huge for sure.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way, and you know that.
Girl, I learned it before I came here. So that's why I've been able to maintain it here, is because I learned it the hard way, failing forward previously. So
What tool do you use that makes this business simple and duplicatable?
well, goodness, we have so many tools that we're blessed with a ton of tools. I mean, our videos are kick butt. The funnel system is super simple. Sorry, my dog is under the table snoring. You're probably going to hear him whimpering in a minute because he's dreaming. So definitely utilizing the free website that we have, number one, because it's sharp. It has a lot of info on it, lots of videos and links on there, all the goodies that people need to know, right? So that's one thing as far as the business goes that I use a lot. Also, working people through our information funnel, through the method that we have been using, right? Where we get people their account, we get them the information that they need, getting them connected with a leader, either on a three-way call or a chat, so they can get their questions answered. And then being really consistent with following up. And so following that system and sticking to it, for sure. And then an outside tool, outside the company tool that I use is my planner. So this is my Bible. And so I list, in there, goals for the month. I'm a huge goal setter. You know that.
Yep.
And I have my daily activities in there that I can check off as I get them done. So having an accountability tool, like my planner is my accountability tool. So that I know that I'm doing those things that I need to do to get to where, the vision that I have. So all the company tools are amazing. The funnel system works. And then my planner, my Bible.
I actually just bought myself a new planner, so I'm really excited to start using it. And I also, consistency thing and following up, I just got a Thriver that is starting today, and I've been working on her since I started in 2015. So consistency is key.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I've had people who set up accounts with me in October of 2014 who just ordered in the last month or two. So consistency pays off. It's not always fast, even though we want it to be fast, but it does pay off. It's all about timing,
Yeah.
So.
Okay, next question. What keeps you motivated?
Oh, now you're going to make me emotional.
We love emotional, Nicole. You know this.
So guys, in this business, you hear a lot of people in direct sales talk about their why. So for me, when I first came into this business, my why was completely different than it is now. I was more focused on freedom, obtaining financial freedom, obtaining time freedom, obviously not knowing that God's plan would be, once I gained that type of freedom in the way that my husband and I could manage, that we would have Gunner. So here we go. So my motivation, guys, is not missing a damn thing of Gunners ever. Not a runny nose, not a high fever, not a school event, not a baseball game. 100%, I want to be mom. And I will continue to bust my ass and push so that I can be that. And that motivates me every day to do what I do, on top of the fact that we're able to help other people change their lives too, which is amazing. That's like a double benefit.
Yep.
So, yeah.
My why is very similar. It's changed a lot since 2015 as well. but I really don't want to cry, so you need
I
to
know.
stop.
Damn it.
Okay, can you name a person who has a tremendous impact on you as a leader and why?
Oh, boy.
I love this question. I love it.
This is a hard question. And every time I've watched your lives, I'm like, she better not ask me that question. Because when you do so much personal development, number one, you find a lot of people that you feel like could really influence you. So I'll kind of take it through a little bit of my journey. So the first person who really influenced me from a personal development standpoint was Jim Rohn. Listening to Jim Rohn, reading Jim Rohn, watching him on YouTube, just listening to him talk so practically about our industry and people. And, you know, I don't know, if you've never listened to or watched Jim Rohn, you definitely have to. The second person most definitely is, you know, the book, the audio I always go to is GoPro with Eric Worre. He is like the godfather of network marketing, I feel like. So he's had a huge impact. He's had a huge impact on me as far as how to follow up, how to make contacts, you know, how to close, how to build relationships. You know, he's very good for that. Within our own company, of course, Paul and Jason are, you know, insanely inspiring. But I'm also blessed with a really amazing sponsor and business partner in Darren. You know, he's one of my best friends now. And he really, like, we talk every day, and he has helped me so much in those moments where I am like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I'm frustrated. I'm over it. I'm throwing my hands up. I'm going back to work. You know, I mean, like, he hears it all from me. So, you know, he really has a lot to do with my continuing forward, my putting myself out there, and helping me learn about being personally developed. Because I feel like to lead others, you have to you got to have a strong inside, you know, and I've always kind of been a natural leader, but this kind of industry is a little bit different. So, you know, being able to have the tools to go to, the people to listen to, but then also having that person that I can kind of lean on, has really, really helped substantially. And I'm truly grateful for that. So,
well, I was excited to ask you that question because I'm truly grateful to have you and Tiffany and Darren to all help me as well.
Thank you.
And you are my absolute role model. So
you're gonna make me cry.
Don't cry, Nicole. We can't get emotional on
I
here because
know.
I will cry.
God, you'd think it was
It's
my
only
time of the month.
It's only a couple months after I had a baby. My hormones are crazy.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay, and last question. If you had to start all over again and you knew no one, how would you do it?
I had to start all over again. I knew no one. Oh, man. It's funny that you asked this question because I don't know how many people over the years that I've talked to that will say to me like, oh, I'd love to join your business, but I don't know anybody. Like, what? So, you know, here's the thing. I love the direct sales industry because it's a level playing field. You don't have to have a degree to do these businesses. You don't have to have all the free time in the world. You don't have to be a millionaire. So if I had to start all over and I knew no one, I would be obviously on social media. We're blessed with that kind of tool because I laugh. You know, I remember Darren and I a while back had a conversation about like old school companies that have been around forever. And my father and his brothers and his family were in direct sales in some capacity throughout our lives. And I remember my dad bringing people to our house and going down in the basement, and he had a flip chart thing. He was with Amway. And they had like a full presentation that they had to do. And So for me, I think if I didn't know anybody, the first thing I would need to do is I would need to get building connections. Whether that's getting involved in the community, whether it's friending, you know, successful people on Facebook, getting on LinkedIn, you know, attending job fairs. You know, I really feel like if I truly knew nobody, some of those old school hit the ground kind of methods would have to be done. And then obviously, you know, just like I did our live and our team page today, you know, I would have to force myself to get uncomfortable and get out on social media, do live videos, not care what the end result is. That's one big lesson I've learned over the years is you can't be, and Ray Higdon talks about this a lot, like you can't be addicted to or be married to the end result right away. Like you can't let that affect you. So I really would, I mean, it would be grind mode, you know, going for as many no's as possible. Like Grant Cardone talks in his 10X training, you know, if you're going to talk to one person, if you have big goals, you need to talk to 10. And if you're going to talk to 10 people, you need to talk to 100. You need to go big or go home. So I feel like if I had to start all over again and didn't have connections or our organization or anything like that, I would really have to be ready to run the numbers, to not be worried about, you know, if they say yes or no, and just be ignorance on fire and do that damn thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to add for us to know or anything like that?
I think the biggest thing is, you know, and I talked about this on one of our trainings last week too, you know, just really believing in yourself, believing in your abilities, believing in your why, and believing that you are capable and able to do big things. You know, I believe in everybody. You know, anytime you guys come to me and you're upset, I'm always like, what is wrong with you? Like, come on, let's snap out of it. You know, like, you got this. It's okay. You know, I mean, but I've been there and I've worked through all that kind of stuff. So, you know, for me, I think we believe, like, I believe in everybody, whether they're in our team or not, whether they're in our company or not. I think, but really knowing that you believe in yourself and that your why is bigger than the 10 no's that you might get that week. So, you know, don't lose faith. You know, you can do big things. You can. You just have to believe, and one step at a time, you know? So that's really all I got.
Well, I know that believing in myself has helped a lot, because that was one of my big problems before now. But thank you so much for coming on with me. I'm so happy to have
Sam, one thing I will say, it's funny, when I think about, there's a few people in our team that stand out to me as far as transformations go. And you and Leslie Harris are two of our youngest members of our teams. And both of you, I remember when I first met Leslie, when I first met you, kind of shy, kind of inward, kind of quiet. And now the two of you are just freaking rock stars, because you have just grown and you've been open and you've been coachable. You've taken the risks, you've learned, and, you know, kudos to you for who you are now doing a live video. The Sam that I met 2 years ago would not have been on a live video.
Nope. No, I would not have.
Huge shout out to you for that, because that's amazing, and
well,
you're doing so awesome. I'm so happy for you. You're doing awesome.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this up. Make sure if you want more info, you drop a 1, and make sure you share this video and give it a like. Thanks, Nicole.
Absolutely. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.